Stay tuned because Good Sports is coming up next.
Good Sports was recorded live on Saturday, August 29th.
Welcome to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show. I'm Steve Fish. I'm the publisher of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Today we're here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. The physical therapists at Core don't just treat symptoms, they treat the whole person. Treatment plans are customized specifically for each patient and their unique needs. At Core, they educate you about your issue, create and implement a program to help you, and empower you to prevent future occurrences. Core Strategies Physical Therapy is located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just on the east side of 69 Highway. For more information or to set up an appointment, and no doctor referral is needed to set up an appointment, call Core at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, coreptkc.com. Now, before we get started with the show, I want to tell everyone that our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine is available free at over 700 locations in KC. And with this month's issue, KC Sports continues to celebrate our 18th straight year as the Sports Illustrated of Kansas City. Now, in our hockey report presented by the Kansas City Ice Center, we write about the youth hockey travel teams that start their season in September, and we also feature the adult hockey leagues at KCIC. In our Football Fever section presented by the Surplus Exchange, we have stories on KU, MU, and K-State football. Plus, we feature a story on the Chiefs' Eric Berry, and we make our picks for who should be in the Chiefs franchise 4. Now, you can visit our new and improved website, kcsportspaper.com, to find a link to a list of locations where you can find Kansas City Sports and Fitness, and you can actually check out a PDF of the entire issue on our website, too. Now, I also want to mention that you can now get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine, and all you have to do is go to our new and improved website, kcsportspaper.com, and sign up where it says Join Our Fan Club. Then watch your email for the next issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness. Now, I mentioned we're here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, and we are joined by one of the owners and a physical therapist here, Jennifer Westerberg. Core, again, is located just east of 69 Highway on 103rd Street. Jen, we got a lot of things going on today.
We do. We're very busy. We're happy to have you here today.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, the staff at Core contributes an article each month to each issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, which you can find online at kcsportspaper.com, or you can pick it up free at over 700 locations, including right here at Core. And we'll talk about those a little bit later, but first let's learn a little bit about Core. The types of clients that you see all around us, there's all different ages and all different male and female as well.
Sure. Yeah, we do see a broad scope of clients here at Core Strategies. Our philosophy is to help everyone in the game of life, and that could be athletes, who you see some of those behind us, and then just athletes in the game of life, again, that are just trying to stay active, and that's the best thing about what we do. If they have a specific goal in mind, we try to help them reach that.
Sure. So we mentioned that you're treating all ages, and behind me there are some younger kids that are working out. Yeah. What's the youngest client that you work with? What's the oldest client that you work with?
Well, typically the youngest one is about 5 years old,
wow.
And then through high school, so we have a lot of those younger athletes, and then some of those have sustained orthopedic injuries, broken arms, fractured ankles, some of them, hurting themselves on the playground or at home or on the sports field as well, and then we have kids that help out or work in our sports performance program, kind of like the kids that you see behind you, that are doing a lot of activities to get stronger and more stable so that they decrease their risk of injuries in the future.
For sure. So are the sports performance programs that you do one-on-one or as a group, and are they sports specific?
It's all of that, everything. So it can be one-on-one, but it can also be small group or a little bit bigger group. So we have 2-on-1s, and then we have as many as 4 to 6 on one. We've got different classes that are for all ages and all sports. We've got a run-ready class, and then we also have a class for people that want to get back out on the golf course or that are trying to improve their golf game.
Sure. So something for everyone and all different ages. So what makes Core unique compared to other performance providers in the Kansas City marketplace?
Well, our philosophy is to maximize somebody's movement and help them from today and into the future, because a lot of times, we do things in our work environment or in our home environment we don't realize is actually bothering us or causing us trouble and problems. And so if we can kind of look at and evaluate the entire body and the whole system, then we can see things that other providers sometimes miss.
What kind of things do you see with the aging athlete? What do you see, and then what do you do? You obviously learn from that, and you can then turn to these young kids and implement programs that keep them from having those issues.
Sure. Well, one of the things with the, as you were mentioning, kind of aging athlete, a lot of our older athletes tend to have other jobs, where they work full time, where they're not necessarily working at their sport all the time. So they might be sitting all day long, and then they get up and want to go out on the golf course, and now they've got a hamstring injury or a low back issue from not being active throughout the day. So a lot of times if we can just help teach them ways to stay mobile and stay active during their day, getting up every 30 minutes or hour, or watching their posture when they're sitting, that helps a lot too.
Yeah, I bet. So you're very involved in the community. You work with coaches and trainers from and fitness providers in the community. What kind of services do you provide for them?
Well, and that's the great thing about what we do here, is we feel like it's a great way to collaborate with those coaches and those fitness professionals, because we bring a unique skill set where we kind of know what to look for in those aspects of where's their movement breaking down. And so if we can help them analyze those kind of details, and they can get back on the golf course and work with their golf professional and figure out why aren't they hitting the ball as far as they want to, why aren't they able to strike the ball as far as they want to in soccer, and those sorts of things. So if we can break down the movement and analyze that, then we can help the coaches make their athletes a little bit better all around.
And one of the things that I read on your website is that, and I mentioned it when I was talking about your business, is that you educate the patient so that they know what they're doing and what's going on inside of them, and can continue once they walk out that door, and for the last time they can continue to work with you guys. So you're also involved in the community in another way, in many other ways, actually. Tell us about some of the things that you're doing with, I know you're working with the running club and some other
there's
things.
a local running club called Hot Feet Track Club, and so we've been their sponsor for the last couple of years, and it's great because we can get out on the field with them every week during their practices and kind of see, again, what areas they're breaking down in, where they're having similar injuries or issues, and kind of help frame a program that helps those kids out so that they can run a little bit faster. Those kids start as young as 6 and go up to 18, and the exciting thing about that was almost every one of the kids that was trying for it made the AAU team local, and then there were about 40 kids that actually made it to the AAU national team, and a handful of those even brought back trophies, which is exciting to see. And then we also work with a couple of the different high schools in the area. Shawnee Mission South, we're a sponsor for their football team. The Shawnee Mission East, the dance team that we're a part of as well. So we try to help out in different ways. And then even here in our clinic, we have a collection bin, and every couple of months we try to help out a local charity. Right now we're helping out Great Plains SPCA, provide different dog foods and cat food and toys and things like that for the animals here in our area. And then next month we're going to be helping out Operation Breakthrough and being a location where people can drop off supplies for them.
Well, that's cool. So about every month or every couple of months you just pick a different charity and just kind of work with them. That's great.
The exciting thing is our staff helps with that. Things that they're involved in and things that they're excited about, that's how we find out new organizations that we can help sponsor.
Yeah, I bet. That's wonderful. So how can people get in touch with you at CORE? Give us all the information on how people can find you.
Sure. Our website, again, is coreptkc.com. Our phone number is 913-322-4000. And, again, you don't need a referral for any of the services that we have here. You can just call in and get your appointment set up, and we can take care of you there. If you have any specific questions for me, my email is jennifer@coreptkc.com.
That's great. So another question: what sports do you see that deliver the most injured patients to your facility?
Well, when it comes to the younger kids, I would probably say track has been a big one.
Really? How interesting.
Yeah, just
because it's moving forward. It's just moving forward.
Right. But a lot of times they just don't have. And they're doing the same thing over and over again. And like we talked about in other sessions that you and I have done, specialization is a tough thing because kids are doing the same sport all year round, and that makes it really tough. And then for our older athletes, we tend to see more golf injuries. They're out on the golf course, and the weekend warriors.
Yes. And they don't warm up. I'm sure they don't warm up, and that's probably one of the first things.
Or they warm up incorrectly, and that's another problem.
Yeah, that's true. We have talked about that as well. So we're talking with Jennifer Westerberg. We're going to be joined by your partner, Danielle Debbrecht, in the second half of the show. Thank you again for hosting us. Give us your information again on how to reach you.
We're at Core Strategies Strategies. The website, coreptkc.com. Our phone number is 913-322-4000. And our address, 10400 West 103rd Street, Suite 22. And we're right here in Overland Park.
And you've been here for...
just over 8 years now.
8 years. Wow, that's terrific. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
that. That's great. Well, we're going to take a quick break. You're watching or listening to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine show. Today we're coming to you from Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. They're located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just east of 69 Highway. I'm Steve Fish. We'll be right back. Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
These days, we're all so busy, and many of us ignore our health and let stress turn into chronic pain. Dr. Lynn McIntosh of Kansas City Chiropractic can provide you with the proper care to relieve pain and stress, improve your health, and get more out of life. And right now, get a free deep tissue laser treatment with your initial visit. Just mention KC Sports when you make an appointment. For more information on Dr. McIntosh and Kansas City Chiropractic, call 816-753-4600 or visit kansascitychiropractic.com. Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence and sign up now for Winterstone's major series tournaments and visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and great offers. For tee times, go to winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. People today use hundreds of sources to find local information online. Have you Googled yourself lately? Bad online comments can irreparably damage you and your business. For a free online strategy review, contact Market Leverage at 816-600-0564. That's 816-600-0564. Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000. Eagles Landing Golf Course is the place to play golf in the Southland and get golf ready at Eagles Landing. Sign up for 5 group lessons for $99. For more details on tournaments or memberships or to set up a tee time, visit eagleslandinggolfcourse.com or call 816-318-0004. Welcome back to Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, the show that complements Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. I am Steve Fish. Today we're here at Core Strategies, Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness. The physical therapists at Core don't just treat symptoms, they treat the whole person. Treatment plans are customized specifically for each patient and their unique needs. At Core, they educate you about your issue, they create and implement a program to help you, and they empower you to prevent future occurrences. Core Strategies Physical Therapy is located at 10400 West 103rd Street, just on the east side of 69 Highway. For more information or to set up an appointment, and no doctor's referral is needed to set up an appointment, call Core at 913-322-4000 or visit their website, coreptkc.com. Now, in our current issue of Kansas City Sports and Fitness, check out our Youth Soccer Report presented by Market Leverage. This month we feature the NCAA Men's College Cup Showcase that's coming to Kansas City that will allow the very best boys from 15 to 19 years of age to play in front of hundreds of college coaches. And in our Health and Fitness Report presented by the Rowe Neurology Institute, we discuss spinal decompression to help back pain and explain tennis elbow, which can affect you even if you don't play tennis. Now, you can pick up your copy of Kansas City Sports and Fitness at over 700 locations, including right here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, at Aries Pizza in Lenexa, at most of the golf courses in KC, and you'll always find it at the Kansas City Ice Center. Now, coming up on September 19th, we will be joined by the Heartland Fencing Academy at a fencing tournament that they're hosting at Notre Dame de Sion High School. Then in September, we'll be back at the Kansas City Ice Center, and the KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. Now, if you have a business and you're interested in having us come out to do our show at your business location, call Good Sports at 913-764-2050. And now you can view Good Sports on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. Now, we're joined at Core Strategies Physical Therapy by the other half of the ownership group that owns Core Strategies. Is Danielle Debbrecht is joining us now, and Danielle is also a physical therapist. And again, I'll mention Core is just located just east of 69 Highway on 103rd Street. Danielle, thank you for hosting us today.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for joining us. We're going to talk a little bit specific here. One of the areas that you guys have your expertise is dealing with posture, and we want to talk about how non-sports postures can set you up for pain on and off the field. And it all starts with a philosophy of care that you guys have here. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, we try to take a very comprehensive approach with all of our clients, whether you're coming in for physical therapy, sports performance, or just looking to achieve fitness goals. We want to do a really thorough evaluation that looks at you, not just maybe in your sport, but throughout the rest of your life. Unless you're a professional athlete, you're spending way more hours in your week sitting at a computer or sitting in a desk at class than you are actually performing your sport. And those postural changes and muscle imbalances that can happen in those tasks can really set you up for injuries once you get on the field. So that's one of the biggest things that we really pride ourselves on, is a really comprehensive approach that not only looks at your sport or activity performance, but also your non-sport or your resting postures, and really looking at all the different levels of muscles to identify not just strength, but also timing and recruitment and the other factors that play into ideal function.
Right. So in the current issue, your colleague Scott talks about lateral elbow pain, or tennis elbow.
Right.
And that's one of the examples that you're talking about. I mean, the thing that I found interesting is you don't even have to play tennis to get tennis elbow.
Yeah, the diagnosis got its term just simply because a lot of times when you're doing gripping activities, you overuse those extensor tendons, which do attach on the lateral aspect of the elbow. And so it got termed tennis elbow because they expected people that, play tennis. And we do see it when people first pick up a racket if they're a novice player, because they are using a bit more wrist extension or gripping. We can sometimes see it in other stick or racket sports as well. But the majority of people that we see that have tennis elbow aren't athletes at all. They're gardeners, they're people working in an office setting at a keyboard all day, and really it just boils down to overuse of those extensor tendons and really postural issues throughout the neck, the shoulders, the back, the rest of the body really can set you up for an overuse injury at the elbow.
And even just us people that are sitting at a desk, you're going to get stiff and get cramped and may sit funny and things like that, and that can all affect.
Exactly. You get one muscle that gets tight, and then you have to move around that tightness and steal motion from something else, and before you know it, everything's achy and cranky. So, we look at even when we're treating symptoms of lateral epicondylitis or tennis elbow, we'll get the symptoms calmed down, but then we're also going to look at what is your ergonomics at your computer, or what tasks are you doing throughout the day, and really kind of not just treat the symptoms, but really figure out how you got those symptoms in the first place and how we can stop that cycle from recurring. Yeah,
that is the tough part, is retraining your body to do the things that will make you better, but it's just so easy to slip back into that stuff. But you guys educate people, and Jen, in the first segment, she talked about golfers and injuries that golfers have. That would be another area where the golfer is just sitting around and then goes out to the golf course.
Yeah, exactly. You spend 40 plus hours a week sitting at a computer, and some muscles are stiffening up to hold yourself up against gravity, and then you want to go do an activity like golf that requires a large range of motion, and sometimes it doesn't work out as we planned it, and it's sometimes sitting in the office that you got to fix, not necessarily the golf game. So we look at it from all angles.
Well, we just have to skip the office part, I guess.
I know, right? We all just play for a living. That's
better.
Yeah,
that's so now everybody's going to be getting up and doing exercises in the middle of their business day. So you work with athletes on performance enhancement as well.
Right.
What do the performance enhancement programs that you do look like?
Well, we do all the traditional things: flexibility, strength, agility training, sports conditioning, all of that. The key, again, with our sports performance programs is really that evaluation process. Because, again, we're not just going to look at the sports drills. We're not going to look at just your strength or your power. We're going to look at how do you move even when you're sitting in class or when you're driving your car and those types of things, looking at muscle imbalances. Because the same things that give our clients pain, and we're treating pain, those imbalances can be present in an athlete. And it may not present as pain yet, simply because you haven't done enough repetitions or the tissues are young enough that they can tolerate the stress. But, sometimes those same imbalances can just take away from your performance and can cost you seconds. If you're running a race, it can make you a little more off balance if you're playing a contact sport. So there's all kinds of little variables that once we really identify each individual's weak links, we can really work on those and put together a pretty specific program that treats the whole person on and off the field.
Right. Yeah. And that's great. That's great. So are you looking to partner with more teams in the community that, it sounds like you've got great capabilities.
Yeah, absolutely. We've really the last few years worked a lot with the youth track club, the Hot Peak Track Club. And it's been a really fantastic experience to be able to add our expertise to those youth athletes and training, and then also, be able to help the coaching staff as they're putting together new drills, just to make sure we're doing the best for the kids. So we're always looking for opportunities like that. That's one of our a big passion of ours at CORE is to get out in the community and share our knowledge, to help people live long, healthy, active lives.
Right.
So we're always looking for those opportunities. We also work with some football teams and some dance teams and that kind of thing. So if people have ideas or they have an event that they're hosting, we've had clients who are promoting a 5K, and we'll share that with our population of clients because we want people to know about how to stay active and things that are going on in the community. So they can always reach out to us online and share that information, and we'll be happy to pass it along to our consumers as well.
Right. So how they can reach you is give us the information on that.
So my particular email is Danielle@coreptkc.com, and Danielle is spelled DANIELLE. And then you can always reach us through coreptkc.com. You can go to our Contact Us page, and you'll get a link there. You can also reach out to us on Facebook and Twitter. And then always call us at the clinic too, 913-322-4000.
So I mentioned at the beginning of the show, and we're talking with Danielle Debbrecht, who is one of the physical therapists here at Core Strategies Physical Therapy. I mentioned at the beginning of the show that you guys write an article for us each month. Now, in our August issue, you did a running article. We've only got about a minute and a half or so, but we want to touch on some of those things while we have the time. You work with a lot of runners, as obviously you guys mentioned to me.
Yeah.
One of the first tips that you guys give is to cross-train, that even though you're just running, to cross-train. Well, that's very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're running, you're putting reps into the same pattern, but you still require a lot of different planes of control to do that successfully, because the ground surface changes, or you have to cut or change direction slightly, and your body has to be able to handle that. And so doing a variety of activities really helps condition muscles in multiple planes and under multiple conditions, so that your body is ready and the brain has that ability to pull that option that's best for that environment. So so we really encourage people to diversify, and it gives some tissues a break as well.
Right.
So you get rest in some and work others.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Even adults can get overuse injuries, even if they just casually run a 5K. One of the other ones is to improve single leg stability.
Yeah.
But running takes 2 legs.
Well, but you're alternating from single leg
Right.
stance on one leg to single leg stance on the other. And really what we find is that a lot of times when people are getting into trouble with running is they're not controlling that initial, contact single leg phase and then progressing through that. So what we see is a lot of excess strain on the knee, the hip, the foot, and it all comes down to that single leg balance. So we start kind of with some static stuff and then move really dynamic off of that as people build control.
And my favorite tip was get more sleep.
Yeah, it's crazy how much sleep affects the body, not just in sport, but in our everyday life. And so many of us do not get enough sleep for our bodies to function optimally. So,
especially as business owners, right?
I know, right?
Well, thank you for joining us today. That will actually do it for the show. My thanks to Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness for hosting us today, and to Core Physical Therapists Danielle, Debbrecht, and Jen Westerberg. Be sure to join me, Steve Fish, again next week at the same time for Good Sports, the Kansas City Sports and Fitness Show, and check out some of our other shows on YouTube. All you have to do is search for the Good Sports KC channel. So be sure to join us next week and read all about sports, health, and exercise in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. You will find it all over KC, and it's free, so pick it up today.
Whatever your sport, maximize your performance at Core Strategies Physical Therapy, Sports Performance, and Medical Fitness Center in Overland Park. The team at Core specializes in rehab and performance training for all ages and activity levels. To learn more about Core's sports-specific programs, visit coreptkc.com or call 913-322-4000. Bring basketball fever to your own backyard or your driveway with your very own game court from Sport Court of Kansas City. Game courts can also be installed for volleyball, racket sports, soccer, tennis, or roller hockey. For more details, call Sport Court at 913-963-7529 or visit sportcourtkc.com. Sign up now for the Niles 5K Run Walk on Saturday, September 26th. Proceeds from this fundraiser benefit Niles Home for Children. Since 1883, the Niles Home has helped rebuild lives and renew hope for children and families in our city. For questions and to register for the event, visit nileshomekc.org. With your coupon in KC Sports Magazine, 2 golfers can play with cart for just $56 at Heritage Park or Tomahawk Hills golf courses in Johnson County. For tee times, visit heritageparkgc.com or call 913-829-4653 or tomahawkhillsgc.com or call 913-631-8000 and take advantage of the 2 for $56 special offer in KC Sports Magazine.
Are you a migraine sufferer living in Kansas City? Are you tired of trying medication after medication and nothing seems to work? Rowe Neurology Institute can help you. Dr. Vernon Rowe has been treating migraine patients in Kansas City for 30 years. At the Rowe Neurology Institute, we control migraines for 90% of the patients who come to see us by figuring out what triggers their migraines, rather than just prescribing pills. Make an appointment today with Rowe Neurology Institute and start taking your life back.
Come on out to the Kansas City Ice Center and skate on the outdoor pavilion or the indoor ice rink. And sign up now for Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey classes at the Kansas City Ice Center. The KC Ice Center is located 2 miles west of 435 on Johnson Drive. For more information on public skating times, to register for classes, or schedule an upcoming party or group event, visit kcicecenter.com or call 913-441-3033. That's 913-441-3033. We catch baseball and football fever this month in Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. For a free email subscription, go online to kcsportspaper.com and join our fan club. In this month's issue, we feature the Surplus Exchange Football Fever Report, the Market Leverage Youth Soccer Report, the Rowe Neurology Health and Fitness Report, and the KC Ice Center Hockey Report. Visit our mobile-friendly website, kcsportspaper.com, and get your free subscription to KC Sports and Fitness Magazine. Sign up today.
With the current trend to live a greener lifestyle, many people and businesses now recycle their electronics. At the Surplus Exchange, your e-waste will never go to a landfill or incinerator, nor will we allow e-waste to be shipped overseas. Some companies employ this tactic and end up polluting other countries with our waste. All materials are safely tracked, destroyed, or reclaimed right here in the U.S. The Surplus Exchange is Kansas City's link between industry, charity, and the environment. To find out more, visit surplusexchange.org.
Experience a touch of the Ozarks at Winterstone Golf Course in Independence. And sign up now for Winterstone's major series tournaments. And visit winterstonegolf.com for daily specials and great offers. For tee times, go to winterstonegolf.com or call 816-257-5755. Save 20% on one menu item at Aries Pizza in Lenexa with your coupon from KC Sports and Fitness, or get their lunch buffet for just $5.99. Aries is located at 12812 West 87th Street Parkway in Lenexa. That's about a block east of Flum on the north side of 87th Street. Call Aries at 913-438-5555 or find them on Facebook at Aries Pizza KC. Get a free subscription to the digital version of Kansas City Sports and Fitness Magazine. Just sign up on our new and improved website, kcsportspaper.com. Now you can view our shows and past shows on YouTube. Search for the Good Sports KC channel.